Well, I'm Patrick, the chef at Hey Jay's Bistro and the Butcher Block and Piccolo Pizza. Today we're going to be doing a collaboration recipe with 10 Pin Brewery, and we are going to make a vinaigrette using their Guava Gose, and we're going to do that with a grilled salmon, a yellow squash and zucchini hash, and then we're going to finish that with an arugula salad with the vinaigrette we're about to make. So we'll get started making that. We have some stone ground mustard. We're going to put that in the bowl, 1 tablespoon. And then we have some mint shallot. We're doing 2 teaspoons of that. And then we have some fresh orange zest. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of that as well. Some lime zest. Same thing, 2 teaspoons. And then we're going to add the beer. We're going to do 1 cup of the Guava Gose. Oh, sounds good. One cup of the Guava Gose. And cheers, take a little sip. There's a little bit left, so. Delicious. All right, then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of honey. We're gonna give that a little stir, kind of incorporate that honey into there. And then some extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna do 1 cup of that as well. We're gonna kind of pour that in slow as we're stirring it up with the whisk. So basically it's a vinaigrette that we're basically substituting the Guava Gose for the vinegar. And it just brings a nice, this Gose just has like a nice herbaceousness and citrus notes and the fruit, and it's, you know, the bitter from the beer. It's delicious. So we're gonna add the extra virgin olive oil slowly as we stir. And you could also use like a KitchenAid mixer, or, you know, even a Cuisinart or something if you want. I'm old school though. So we pour the olive oil in slowly, just so that it gets incorporated with all the other ingredients and it doesn't separate. And right before you use it, you're always going to want to stir up the vinaigrette too before you put it on the salad. So then we're just going to finish this with a little bit of Fiends herb. So Fiends herb is basically just fresh herbs. It's a mix of, what we use is a mix of parsley, fresh chives, chervil, and tarragon. So it brings, those herbs have like a little bit of an anise flavor, like the black licorice, and it just adds that little bit of depth, you know. And our vinaigrette is done. So now we're gonna get grilling the salmon and roasting the hash. All right, so now we're gonna take, this is a Wild King salmon. This particular salmon is from British Columbia, but you could use your favorite kind of salmon. And this is available at the Butcher Block. We always have fresh salmon, so. We're gonna season this with our seasoning that we also sell at the Butcher Block. Which is just a mix of kosher salt, granulated garlic, black pepper, and some dried thyme. So just a little bit of oil or something to keep the salmon from sticking. And I like to start the salmon with the flesh side down, and just gonna let that cook on the hot grill for probably 2 or 3 minutes. Then we're gonna turn it, and then we're gonna go another couple minutes. Then we're gonna flip it and let it finish on the skin as the roasted garlic butter melts into it. All right, so as that's cooking, we have just a little summer squash and zucchini hash, which is like this particular one. I just did some roasted red potatoes, some asparagus, some yellow squash, some zucchini, which we actually get from a local farm called New Heritage Farms. And there's a little bit of red onion in there, red bell pepper, and it's seasoned with the same seasoning actually, and then some fresh garlic. So we're just gonna roast that in the oven, high heat, about 400 degrees, and it'll probably be done about the same time as the salmon. Just wanna get a little caramelization, and it'll come out good, nice and vibrant. Okay, so it's been a couple minutes. Now we're gonna turn the salmon, or not turn it, just rotate it like that. And we're gonna let it cook for another probably 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're gonna flip it, hit it with a little fresh lemon juice, our roasted garlic butter, let that melt into it. And the skin will get nice and crispy on the bottom. And then we'll be almost ready to plate and make our salad for the garnish with the vinaigrette, the Gose vinaigrette. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to flip the salmon. It's gonna give it a little bit more oil so it doesn't stick. And gently flip the salmon. We have those nice, beautiful grill marks on there. Then we're gonna take a little lemon wedge, squeeze it into the top of the salmon. And then a little bit of our roasted garlic butter. I'm just gonna let that put a little bit on top. Just let that kind of melt into the salmon. And then just patience, we're almost there. So now we're gonna, while the salmon is finishing, we're going to make our little arugula salad with the Guava Gose vinaigrette. So we have a little bit of fresh arugula, and this is also from New Heritage Farms, local farm in Spokane Valley. We're just gonna put a little bit over the arugula, and then just kind of gently mix that up. And then our hash is about done as well. Gonna pull that out. So we have, see how the potatoes got kind of started to caramelize. The vegetables are getting a little caramelization. Will bring out the sweetness of the vegetables. And it's just a nice, vibrant, light hash that's just delicious and easy. And for the salmon, probably has a couple more minutes, but we could temp it. And if you have a stem thermometer, that's the best way to see if it's done. And I usually pull it off about 125 to 130 degrees. So, okay, so we're gonna take this nice hash and just put a nice mound on the center of the plate. Okay. Now our salmon is about 125 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off gently. You can see the nice crispy skin on the bottom, has those nice grill marks. We're gonna set it right on top of this nice, colorful, beautiful hash. And then we're gonna take our arugula salad with a 10-pin Guava Gose vinaigrette. We're just gonna kind kind of put it on top of the fish and let the rest of the greens just kind of fall around. So we have our wild king salmon with arugula salad and a guava gose vinaigrette over a zucchini and yellow squash hash.